Hello, and welcome to Goal Setting. My name is Catherine, and I'm a librarian with LA County Library. Today I'm going to be sharing tips and resources to help you achieve your goal of reading more books. Tip number 1, create a reading routine. Make reading part of your routine. Block out time or set an alarm to remind yourself. Commit to reading at a certain time of day, every day. You might need to experiment to find the right time for this. Some people love to read before bed or first thing in the morning. Others like to combine reading with another activity like eating. If you put it into your schedule, you'll be more likely to do it. Tip number 2, read audiobooks. Embrace audiobooks to maximize your reading time. Listening to audiobooks definitely counts as reading and can be done while you accomplish routine tasks like cleaning, laundry, driving, and exercising. Tip number 3, make reading convenient. Put books around the house where you find yourself wasting time doing other things, like scrolling through social media. If a book is handy, you'll be more likely to choose it to pass the time. Also, consider making some of your reading digital. Downloading a reading app like Libby, which is available for free through LA County Library, makes it easy to always have a book ready to read on your phone or tablet anywhere you are. Tip number 4, create space for reading. Do you have a comfortable spot in your home to read? If not, can you move a chair, reposition a lamp, add a blanket or pillow, and create a reading nook? If you have a great space to read, it can make reading easier. And bonus points if you can create a reading space that is separate from your workspace, so that reading doesn't feel like you're still at work. Tip number 5, minimize digital distractions. If you are reading a paper book, it might help to put your phone far away from you or even in a separate room, so you aren't tempted to check for notifications. If you're reading on a device, put it in Do Not Disturb mode to reduce the number of times you get pulled away. Tip number 6, set and track reading goals. Some people like the structure and accountability of setting a specific reading goal. There are plenty of reading challenges available online that will encourage you to read specific types of books. Or you can just pick a number of books you'd like to read by a certain date, or a number of minutes you want to read each day. Keep track on paper or use an app to monitor your progress and feel a sense of accomplishment as you get closer to your goal. Tip number 7, try something new. Trying a book outside your usual genres or comfort zone can reignite your interest in reading if you're feeling bored with your usual reads. You can request customized recommendations from LA County Library using the More to Explore link on our website. You'll fill out a short survey telling us what you're looking for, and our librarians will recommend 5 titles based on your request. Tip number 8, seek out book recommendations. Increase the chance that you'll like what you read by getting recommendations. I've already mentioned our More to Explore service, but did you know that all of our librarians are trained in Reader's Advisory? That means they're trained to recommend books for you. Just call your local library. You can also use our novelist database to find read-alikes for your favorite books and authors. And check out LA County Library's book list page. I always like seeing what my fellow librarians are reading and recommending. Tip number 9, read with others. Make reading a social activity by joining a book club. This provides recommendations, accountability, and new friends to discuss the book with. LA County Library has tons of book clubs, and we are always glad to have new members. Call your local library to find out if they have one. You can also find book clubs on social media or start your own. Even if you just agree to read the same book as one friend, it can help you to stay motivated and add to your enjoyment. LA County Library's novelist database has discussion questions for many books you might like to use for your new book group. Tip number 10, read 2 or more books at the same time. Another tip, and one that works for me, is to read more than one book at the same time. This works particularly well if you choose books that are very different from each other so you don't get the plots confused. Having more than one book in progress can help you read more, because if you aren't in the mood to continue with one book you're reading, say you've had a hard day and it's a little too slow or sad for you to tackle right now, you have another book or three to choose from. So you can read something lighter or funny or whatever it is you are in the mood for. This can help keep you reading no matter what mood you are in. Tip number 11. Mark books D and F. Did not finish. A key element to reading regularly is to give yourself permission to not finish books. Reading should be fun, and if you aren't connecting with a book, set it aside and try something else. If you aren't invested by 20 to 50 pages in, move on. Forcing yourself to finish a book you dislike will make reading feel like a chore rather than the fun activity it should be. The great thing about borrowing books from LA County Library is that you can set the books aside without feeling guilty for wasting money. And if you decide you do want to finish the book later, you can always borrow it again. So don't just borrow one book, borrow a few, so that if one doesn't work out, another is already there, ready for you to read it. Tip number 12. Read without shame. You are an adult. You can choose what to read or not to read without shame. There are no guilty reads, only books you enjoy and look forward to reading, and those you don't. Take it from a librarian. There are no right books or must-reads. By all means, try that book that has all the buzz if it sounds good to you. But you don't have to read it right now, or ever, if it doesn't appeal to you. Read what you like and you'll read more. Reading is what makes you a reader. There is no required reading list. Tip number 13. Don't read. It may sound counterintuitive, but sometimes the way to read more in the long run is to not read in the short run. Sometimes you need to take a break and process a particularly impactful or moving book before being ready to read another one. Or maybe you just feel like doing something else during what is usually reading time. It's okay to choose another activity. You know yourself and whether you'll get into reading if you just make yourself start, or if you'll struggle to focus and end up resenting it. It's okay to not read when you really aren't in the mood, so that reading stays a fun activity that you look forward to. The tip to reading more or reaching any goal is to figure out what works for you. Some of these tips will appeal to you and others won't, and that's okay. Hopefully today you found one or two that you'd like to try. We hope you have enjoyed today's goal-setting video on reading more books. Click the link in the description box for upcoming programs, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for easy access to new videos. Bye for now.